Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the fourth grade concept of calculating profit. This is standard 4.10b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 21 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so this whole problem revolves around this word profit. So Addison buys a chair for $15, buys paint for $9, repaints the chair, and then sells the chair for $42. So we need to find the profit. But if we don't know what that word means, we are not going to be able to answer this pretty quickly. If we look at our reference materials, it's not going to be there. There's nothing in there with vocabulary about profit, so that's not going to help us. So this is a concept that we need to understand before we come into the actual test. So let's figure out what profit is first. So profit is money earned in business. So you're selling something, you're making something, you're offering a service after, now this is after paying for costs. All right, so she sold it for $42. Unfortunately, that does not mean that Addison made $42. So let's look at how everything went. Okay, so let's say that Addison right here, here's Addison. All right, so Addison buys a chair for $15. So when you buy a chair for $15, and let's say here's her little chair, right? When you pay $15 for something, you buy $15, you're actually losing money, right? You're giving money to the person selling it. So we need to call that a minus 15. So obviously she started with some money, right? Because she immediately gives away $15. Then she buys paint for $9. Okay, so she's going to buy for 15, and then she's going to buy for 9. So now there's another $9 gone, right? Repaints the chair. Then she sells it. Now, when she sells the chair, since she's the one that owns the chair, she sells it for $42. She receives $42. She's making $42. So that's really what we're doing here. We're passing out $15 to buy the chair, passing out $9 to paint the chair. Now, we're not paying anyone to paint it, we're doing it ourselves. That doesn't cost any money, that just costs time, but we're also spending some time painting the chair for the with a $9 paint. Then we can sell it for 42. Okay? So this is kind of a strange way to look at it, but we have the commutative property of addition. That means we can kind of rearrange things if we need to in an addition problem, right? So let's do this. Let's rearrange it to where I'm thinking you sold it for $42, so you got that. But we have to take away the price to buy, 15, and we have to take away the price to paint, 9. That's going to look a little bit better. We can do this. So we can either do it in chunks, right? So let's group these two together first. So we've got 42 minus 15. Right? That's going to be 7. That's going to be 27, right? So we can say this is $27. Now I can do $27 minus 9. All right, so $27 minus 9, that is going to be 18. So even though she sold it for 42, she only made 18. Some of you might have done it this way, and if you did it this way, that's fine. You could group the two minuses together, right? So 15 and 9 makes 24. So that's how much you had to pay to get into it. So then you can subtract the 42 and the 24. You're still going to get the same answer. It's an $18 profit. So our answer here is C.